Hey guys, sorry I'm missing you, but I'm at home with sick baby. She's currently sleeping in her swing. She's pretty miserable. I'm going to review some notes for you real quick. We're going to talk about word problems again. I know we've talked about them earlier in the year. I'm going to give you some quick notes to write in your notebook. Then we're going to start this worksheet together, and then you'll finish it up depending on your behavior, maybe with a partner, maybe with the person in your row, or maybe just individually, depending on the person in charge and how they feel. But then you're going to have that person check it, and then you'll tape it into your notebook. So 3.1 for word problems. What we're looking for anytime you do a word problem is to get it into this y equals mx plus b form. So we've already talked about m and b in context of a graph, but m is the slope, and b, we learned last week, is where it crosses the y-axis, and its fancy name is y-intercept. Neither of these make very much sense in the real world. So often in math it says, why would I need to know this? So today we're going to talk about word problems. Whenever you see a word problem, and we're talking about the slope in a word problem is typically a repeated number. It could be like a monthly fee. It could be that word per. If you read a word problem and it has per or each in it in the problem, those are good indications that those are slope or the repetitive number. Okay, so go ahead and write that down. Pause it if you need to. Okay, and then the other number is a y-intercept. We know in the graph, this is where the line intersects the y-axis. In a word problem, it's usually a one-time number. So it could be like a service fee. It could be the starting amount. This number also might not be in the problem. Neither one of these problem numbers have to be in the problem. So if you're reading it and there's only one number, you're just deciding which one it is. If it's a repetitive number, don't forget to attach that x to it, because remember, a number next to a letter means to multiply. I'm trying to look at the worksheet, see if there's any words that I forgot. I think this is good if you want to pause it real quick so everyone can get it written down, and then we'll get started on the word problems. Okay, so first problem. What we're going to do in every problem is identify m and b, so we're going to write it out. So I think m is this, I think b is this, and then this is my equation. Okay, oh, sorry, my finger was just right above that thing. Okay, so here we go. Mike is buying a large pizza. The pizza costs $8 plus 50 cents for each additional topping. Which function correctly models this situation? So I'm looking for a repetitive number. And if I look at my notes over there, a repeated number, monthly fee, per, or each. Well, right here I see that it says 50 cents each. So that must be my slope. Okay, and then I'm looking for a one-time number, that starting amount. So the pizza starts off at $8, and then it's 50 cents plus each additional topping, okay? So now this is really just a simple substitution problem. So y equals mx plus b. I'm going to write that on the top here so you don't forget. Okay, so instead of m, I'm going to write 0.50. I have to make sure I include that x so it's multiplied, and then it starts off at $8. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so pause it if you need to. Okay, number 2. Bob the plumber charges $15 an hour plus a service fee of $40 for coming out of the house. Which function model represents the situation? So again, I'm going to identify m, I'm going to identify b, and then I'm going to write my equation. So Bob the plumber charges $15 per hour plus a service fee of $40. Well, there's that per word, and I know from my notes, 15 per, oops, I just messed that up. 15 per goes here. And also in my notes, it has that service fee is a one-time fee. They're going to charge me $40 for coming out to my house. Okay. and then $15 an hour for how long they're there. So then I'm just substituting this in. So y equals m, which is 15 in this problem, x plus b, which is 40 in this problem. You can cross this one out. Repeat. Victory. Okay, number 4. Valerie's traveling at a rate of 65 mph, which means miles per hour. Which function would model the situation? So back to what I was saying is that not every word problem is going to have 2 numbers. So when we're looking at this number 65, what we have to determine is it a repeated number or is it a one-time number? So, oh, and I just wrote that in the wrong place. Okay, so this P right here stands for per. So that tells me that this is a repetitive number. So y equals 65x. You can leave the equation like this, but if you want to get in the habit of knowing that there should be 2 numbers for each, you can put plus 0. This isn't wrong, but we know that you don't have to write plus 0 because it doesn't change the equation. Okay, pause it if you need to. Okay, number 5. Also, I'm sorry about the shakiness of this. I'm just holding my phone over the paper. And I look like a hot mess, so. Thomas got a speeding ticket. The cop said that he had to pay $10 for each mile per hour he was going over the speed limit. Plus, Thomas has to pay the $115 court cost. Which equation models that equation? Oh, here comes my daughter. Yeah.
Mommy, watching a tiger this one.
Oh, okay. 1 second. She wants me to help her with their video. What's that one? Okay, let me pause it. There you go. Okay, sorry. Daniel Tiger stopped working on her tablet. Okay, so m equals b equals, and then we have that y equals number. Okay, so m, are you guys motion sickness yet from this video? Okay, so I'm looking for a repetitive number and a one-time number. So we have $10, and I have to determine is $10 that slope, or is it the one-time fee? Well, it says $10 for each, and we know that that means that it's a repeating number. And then just to check, let's make sure that $115 is a one-time fee. Well, if it's just a speeding ticket, he's probably not going to go to the court more than once, so that would be a one-time number. So then we just substitute it in. Y equals mx plus b. Cool. You can tell that I am for very much lack of sleep. So m 10x plus b, which is 115. Okay. 6, I want you to attempt on your own. So pause the video and then you can start it back up and I'll go over it with you. Okay, so business purchases a computer for $1,500. The computer goes down in value each year when the model released. So this is a type of problem that we haven't talked about yet because it changes a little bit. So far, every problem that we've talked about, we just assumed that that slope number was a positive number. So a business purchases a computer for $1,500. Well, they're only buying a computer. That's what it says. So that number goes here. That's that one-time number. Okay. Now we have this problem, though. It says the computer goes down in value each year. So there's that each word. So I know that it's slope. But the fact that it goes down, what kind of number do you think it is? Hopefully you said negative in your head, and that would be right. So now we're just substituting in. So the fact that it says down, that's important to keep in mind. So if it's decrease or down or something like that, it might mean that the number actually is subtracting. So y equals negative 200x. So each month it goes down $200, and it started out at $1,500. Look at these repeats. How lucky are you? Just repeated it again. Okay, number 8. I actually lied. I think we're just going to do this whole worksheet together because there's some repeats in here, and I don't know why that is. I think I printed the wrong copy of this worksheet, so it's your lucky day. Okay, there were approximately 11,000 students enrolled at Western Carolina last year. If this figure goes up by 225 students each year, how many years will it take the enrollment to reach 200,000? So there's actually 3 numbers in here, so that's okay. We'll just start with what we know for sure. Okay, so we have M, B, and we're just gonna we'll leave that for right now. Okay, so we have 3 numbers. So we need a starting value. Okay, so 11,000 students are already enrolled, 225 each year, and their goal is for 20,000. So I think that 11,000 must be that starting value. 225 each year, that's obviously the equation. So the equation for student enrollment every year is y equals 225x plus 11,000. I want you to put like a little star though. They want to know when it's going to be 20,000. So what we would do is we want our answer or y to be 20,000. So then you could put 25x plus 11,000. And then you could actually solve that because that's just a 2-step equation. Minus 11,000 divided by 225. Okay, 9 and 10 are the same. So I'm going to cross out 9 just so that there's a little bit more room to write on the bottom. Okay, so number 10. Ted's taxi service charges $5 pickup fee plus $2 per mile. What's the initial value? So pause it and see if you can do it by yourself. Okay, so hopefully everyone got it. So $5 pickup fee and $2 per mile. There's that per word. $5 fee, it's just going to happen one time. And then you just substitute it in. 2x plus 5. Okay, so something also fun to note is that I am gone at a district training tomorrow. So what you're going to do tomorrow is you're going to do a Google Sheets assignment over this. So if you didn't really pay attention, maybe rewatch it on Google Classroom. And then you're going to watch an Edpuzzle video tomorrow to preview Wednesday's lessons. All right, sorry again I missed you. Hope you have a great day. See you Wednesday.